Last time, 20 illegal tricks, and you wanted more. So here is the part of the underground that even most mechanics will not talk about. 15 brand new tricks, and these ones get serious. Some of them will save you thousands. Some are technically legal, only because the dealer wants the profit, and some can bring a federal agency right to your door. One of them cost a shop $500,000, and I will tell you exactly what happened when we reached number 3. Everything your manufacturer buried, everything the dealer quietly hopes you never learn, it is all in here. From $10 fixes that dealers charge you hundreds for, to mods so effective the government banned them. And stay to the very end because there is a $10 bottle the entire internet argues about. And I am going to settle it once and for all. The question is not whether these tricks work. It is whether you have got the guts to use them. Let us get into it. Number 15. The timing advance your manufacturer hid from you. Every modern engine has an ignition timing map, and here is what almost nobody tells you. The factory sets it conservative on purpose, tuned around cheap regular gas and the worst fuel you might ever put in it. Feed that same engine premium and there is real power sitting there, locked behind that cautious tune. Bump the timing to take advantage of the higher octane and you can wake up power the factory left on the table, in one case recovering close to 50 horsepower that a lazy low-octane tune had buried. It is legal to tune your own car, but here is the catch that makes it dangerous. Advance it too far, and the fuel ignites while the piston is still rising. That is knock, and knock melts pistons and snaps connecting rods in seconds. This is not a guessing game with a screwdriver. Done right, on the right fuel by someone who knows the limit, it is free power. Done wrong, it is a brand new engine. Number 14, the transmission secret that makes it shift faster and last longer. Your automatic transmission shifts soft and lazy on purpose, tuned that way for a smooth, complaint-free ride, not for durability. Inside is a part called the valve body that controls how those shifts happen, and a shift kit recalibrates it to shift firmer and faster. Here is the part the dealer will never mention. Those slow, slushy factory shifts let the clutches slip a little longer on every single shift. And that slipping is exactly what burns them out, right around the time your warranty ends. A firmer, quicker shift actually reduces that slip, which means less heat and a transmission that can outlive the car. It will not add horsepower. What it adds is sharper response and years of transmission life for a fraction of the $3,500 rebuild you were quietly being set up for. Factory soft shifts are built to sell you a new transmission. This cancels that plan. Number 13, the pulley swap that frees power the engine was wasting. Your crankshaft does not just turn the wheels. It also drags around your alternator, water pump, and power steering through a heavy factory pulley, and all of that steals power before it ever reaches the road. An underdrive pulley spins those accessories a little slower and weighs less, freeing up a few honest horsepower and letting the engine rev quicker. Now let me be straight with you, because most videos will not be. The real gain is small, usually just a handful of horsepower, not the huge numbers some sellers promise, and there is a genuine risk. Your factory pulley is often a harmonic damper, secretly protecting your crankshaft from destructive vibration. A cheap, underdamped pulley can leave those vibrations unchecked and quietly kill your bearings. Buy a properly balanced one and you get a small, real gain. Buy the cheapest one online and you are trading a few horsepower for a wrecked crankshaft. Number 12, the bigger throttle body that most people waste their money on. This is the mod every forum swears by. So let me show you the truth nobody wants to hear. The idea sounds perfect. A bigger throttle body lets in more air, and more air makes more power. So people spend hundreds bolting a huge throttle body onto a completely stock engine. And on the dyno, the result is almost always the same: nothing. On one stock engine, going from a 60mm throttle body to a 74mm unit added exactly 0 horsepower. Why? Because on a stock engine, the throttle body was never the thing holding you back. It only helps once everything else, the heads, the cam, the exhaust, is already flowing more than the stock throttle can feed. So if your engine is heavily built, it is a real gain. If your engine is stock, you you just paid $300 for a paperweight and a slightly louder intake. Knowing when a mod does nothing is worth more than the mod itself. Number 11. The handheld device that rewrites your car's brain in 10 minutes. Everything your engine does is controlled by software, and a handheld tuner plugs into your diagnostic port and reflashes that software, unlocking real power the factory locked away, sometimes 20, 30, even 50 horsepower on a turbo car in the time it takes to drink a coffee. Here is where it gets legally serious. A tune is only street legal if that exact tune carries a California emissions approval number for your specific car. With that number, it is fully legal in all 50 states. Without it, reflashing your emissions software is federal tampering, and California now literally scans for illegal tunes at the smog station. The company behind one popular illegal tuner paid over $3 million in penalties, so the device is not the problem. The tune you load onto it is. A certified tune is a legal, genuine power upgrade. A random race tune off the internet is a federal violation sitting in your glove box. Number 10. The exhaust trick that is pure noise and pure trouble. Cutting out your muffler or resonator and replacing it with straight pipe is one of the most popular mods on the internet, and I need to save you from it. First, the myth. On a stock car, deleting your muffler adds essentially no power, none. What it adds is volume and a droning headache on the highway. Second, the reality. That noise is illegal almost everywhere. Nearly every state requires an effective muffler and bans excessive noise. And many inspection programs require factory exhaust components. So a delete is an automatic failed inspection. Fines run anywhere from $100 to $1,000, and new laws in some cities are adding noise cameras that ticket you automatically as you drive by. So you gain no power, you fail inspection, and you hand the city an easy payday every single day. If you want real sound and flow, a proper catback exhaust with a legal muffler does it without the ticket. Number 9. The window tint that quietly turns into a repeat fine. Dark tint looks incredible and blocks a ton of heat, so people go as dark as they can possibly get it. The problem is, every state sets a legal limit on how much light your windows must let through, and going darker than that limit is illegal, full stop. And unlike a mod hidden under your hood, a police officer can see illegal tint from outside the car, which makes it one of the most commonly ticketed modifications there is. Most states hit you with a $50 to $250 fine, often a fix-it ticket, but some are brutal. New Jersey can charge up to $1,000 on a first offense and up to $5,000 for a repeat. And if you live somewhere with annual inspections, that illegal tint gets caught twice a year, every year. Tint to your state's legal limit, and you get almost all of the heat rejection and privacy with none of the risk. Go too dark, and you are just prepaying tickets. Number 8. The wheel spacers that push your wheels out and push your luck. Wheel spacers bolt between your hub and your wheel to shove the wheels outward for that aggressive, wider stance, and they are everywhere right now. Here is what the stance crowd will not tell you. In several states, if your tires stick out past the fenders, you fail safety inspection on the spot, and the bigger danger is mechanical. Pushing the wheel outward changes the leverage on your entire suspension, and it accelerates wear on your wheel bearings and ball joints, the exact parts that, when they fail, can drop a wheel right off your car at speed. Thin, quality, hub-centric spacers, properly torqued, are generally considered reasonably safe. Cheap, thick ones slapped on and never checked are how wheels end up rolling down the highway without the car still attached. The look is real, so is the accelerated bearing wear and the worst-case scenario. If you run them, run quality parts and check your torque religiously. Number 7. Deleting the speed limiter and why it can actually kill you. Almost every car built today has a top speed governor, an electronic wall that cuts power at a set speed. Removing it through a tune is easy, and it feels like unlocking your car's true potential. It is also one of the most genuinely dangerous things on this entire list, and not for the reason you would think. Here is the killer detail. The tires on your car are speed rated, and on a lot of ordinary vehicles, they are rated only up to around that governed limit. Push past it, and the tire builds heat faster than it can shed it until it comes apart at the worst possible moment at maximum speed. Your brakes and suspension were never validated past that limit either. And if you remove the limiter with an uncertified tune, you have also just committed the exact same emissions tampering we talked about earlier. This one does not even add power. It just quietly removes the wall that was protecting you from your own tires. Number 6, the Underglow that can turn a light show into a criminal charge. Underglow and custom lighting look amazing, and in many states, done right, they are perfectly legal. But there is a line here that people cross without even realizing it is a line, and it is a serious one. Red and blue lights are reserved almost everywhere for emergency vehicles, and any lights that flash or rotate are banned in nearly every state. Run steady, legal colors, like a soft white or purple, tucked out of direct view, and usually the worst you get is a $50 to $500 fix-it ticket. But put red and blue on your car or make them flash, and you are no longer looking at a lighting ticket. You can be charged with impersonating an emergency vehicle, which in many states is a misdemeanor, and in some a felony that puts you in a courtroom. It is the difference between a cool car and a criminal record. Keep it steady, keep it legal colors, and keep the flashing for the track. Number 5, the radar detector and the device that is an outright federal crime. This is where people get dangerously confused, so let me draw the line perfectly clearly. A radar detector, which only listens, is legal in almost every state. The two big exceptions are Virginia and Washington, D.C., and it is illegal in every commercial truck in the country. That is the legal one. Now the other side, a laser jammer, which actively blocks a police speed laser, is illegal in about a dozen states outright. And a radar jammer, a device that actively blocks police radar, is not a traffic ticket. It is a federal crime. It violates federal communications law, and the fines run into the tens of thousands of dollars. So a detector that quietly listens is your right in most of the country. A jammer that actively fights back is the kind of thing that brings a federal agency to your front door. One is a gadget, the other is a case number. Number 4, street nitrous, the bottle that makes real power and real wreckage. Nitrous oxide is the closest thing to a cheat code in the entire car world. Spray it into the engine, and it delivers a massive instant shot of power. And unlike almost everything else on this list, that power is completely real. Buying and installing a kit is generally legal. Actually arming it and using it on a public street is where it becomes illegal, and in California, it is flatly unlawful to run a car on the road that is feeding nitrous to the engine. Get caught, and your car can be impounded. But the law is not what should scare you here. The engine is. Nitrous makes power. Your stock engine was never built to survive. Get the mixture wrong, run too much, and you do not get a check engine light. You get bent rods, blown head gaskets, and cracked pistons in a single pull. On a built engine at the track, it is glorious. On a stock engine at a stoplight, it is an expensive explosion waiting for a green light. Number 3, the diesel delete and the $500,000 penalty I promised you. On a modern diesel, 2 emissions parts, the EGR valve and the diesel particulate filter, get blamed for clogging, power loss, and expensive repairs. So an entire underground industry sprang up to rip them out, and trucks that got deleted often did run cooler and pull harder. Here is the problem. Deleting them is a direct violation of the Federal Clean Air Act, and the government came down hard. One company that sold delete devices paid a $500,000 penalty. Individual shops have paid anywhere from $20,000 to over $150,000. Now here is the twist that is genuinely new. In early 2026, the Justice Department announced it will stop pursuing criminal charges for diesel deletes. But, and this matters, the civil fines are completely alive, up to around $48,000 per part for a shop. So no, you are probably not going to prison, but it is still illegal. It still fails every inspection, and that off-road, use-only sticker on the box, the environmental agency has said plainly, there is no such loophole. Number 2, water injection, the trick that sounds insane and actually works. Spraying a fine mist of water and methanol into your engine sounds like the fastest way to destroy it. It is actually one of the most effective and least understood power tricks there is. Here is the science. That mist cools the incoming air dramatically and suppresses knock, which lets the engine safely run more timing and more boost than it ever could on air alone. The result is real, measurable power, often 5 to 10% on a normal engine and far more on a turbocharged or diesel setup, along with dramatically lower exhaust temperatures. Because it adds a substance instead of disabling a control, it generally is not treated like the deletes we just covered, though it does live in a gray area at inspection. The real danger is dependency. Tune your engine to lean on that mist, then let the tank run dry or a nozzle clog, and the knock comes roaring back instantly with nothing left to stop it. Set up right with fail-safes, it is genius. Set up carelessly, it is a time bomb with a refill schedule. Number 1. Bolting boost onto a car that never came with it. This is the big one. The modification that turns an ordinary economy car into something that humiliates cars costing 3 times as much. Strapping a turbocharger or supercharger onto an engine that never had one forces in far more air, and the power gains are enormous, often 40 to 70% more, completely transforming the car. And it can absolutely be done legally if the kit carries that California emissions approval number for your car. It passes smog, and it is legal in all 50 states. Bolt on a random universal kit with no certification, and you are right back in tampering territory and an automatic smog failure. But the law is the smaller danger here. Force that much air into an engine built for none, without the fueling and the tune to match it, and you will not get more power. You will get detonation, and pistons and rods turned into shrapnel. Done right, it is the single most transformative thing you can do to a car. Done wrong, it is the most expensive noise you will ever hear exactly once. And now the bottle half the internet swears by. The claim is simple. Pour a little 2-stroke oil, the kind you would run in a chainsaw, into your fuel tank, and it lubricates your whole fuel system and makes everything last longer. Mechanics online treat it like a sacred secret, so let me settle it with the actual truth. The data does not back it up. Modern fuel already contains the lubrication additives it needs, and independent testing shows the 2-stroke oil adds almost nothing. What it can do is real and bad. The zinc in most 2-stroke oils can foul your fuel injectors, and burning oil in your combustion chamber can slowly poison your catalytic converter, a repair that runs well into the thousands. So this is the rare trick where the forbidden secret is forbidden for a genuinely good reason. If you actually want to protect your fuel system, spend that same $10 on a real name brand fuel system cleaner that was designed and tested for the job. Sometimes the smartest trick of all is knowing which trick to skip. So there it is. 15 tricks from perfectly legal free power your factory hid from you, all the way to mods serious enough to bring a federal agency knocking. And here is the real lesson underneath all of them. Your car came deliberately held back, and almost everything the dealer treats as a mystery is something you are now allowed to understand. Some of these are smart. Some of these are illegal for very good reasons. The difference between a genius and a guy with a wrecked engine and a court date is simply knowing which is which. And now you do. If this pulled back the curtain for you, hit that like button, because it genuinely helps get this in front of drivers who are one bad decision away from an expensive lesson. Now tell me down in the comments, which one of these have you actually done, or would you? And if you thought this was eye-opening, wait until you see what your car is hiding from you completely stock. I will see you there.